Good afternoon, Professor. This is my second assignment of big data. In this assignment, you have gave us uh, to review one article. That article was on Korean. First, we have to translate, and then we have to present this article. So today, as I said, I'm going to represent this a paper. Paper title was R&D Trends in Bioelectronic Medicines. In this electronic and telecommunication trends, uh, the in this abstract of the paper was electroceuticals defined as a type of treatment for neural disorders and chronic disease. In this precise detection and modulation, electrical signals pattern passes through peripheral nerves connecting the organ and brain stems. In this, they had introduced an extension of neuromodulation for treatment of chronic disease such as diabetes, hereditary arthritis, and obesity and bladder dysfunctions. Without these side effects, this is unavoidable. Conventional drugs are taken, and treatment and examples for this disease, chronic disease, is technologic demands for peripheral nerve interfacing. Global R&D program was electrolytics equal to electrical plus uh, pharmaceuticals, and in this organ used to communicate using this electrical pulse signals. For manipulation this of electric communication of the nerve allows you to control function of the organs. In the introduction part, they had covered a new neuromodulation techniques and function to control this metabolic functions, and in neuromodulist categorization and peripheral target and circuit or a nerve in stimulated. In this, they had four figure. First figure is of neuromodulation or of metabolism, and the other three figure is for progression, pharmaceutical, bioelectronic, and biocircuit. In this, the in this regulate metabolisms are inverted and afferent and effort fibers release neurotransmit or pancreas signals which modulate organ function and greatly impact this local and symmetric metabolism. A, uh, T1D invention of paracetyl, blood's glucose level is self-measured and insulin is injected using syringe and multiple times daily. Closed loop drug delivered and this helps them to improve the management of outcomes and patient life quality. DBS and VNS system for bioelectronic medicines required implanted simulator, and they are connected wires of micro electrodes and hydrogel based micro 10 as scaffold neuron network, and the beta cell biocircuit, that is ACH release neuron side, and vascularized and mature encapsulate beta cell capsulate derived from this patient iPSCs. Okay, this is the human nerve system. In this, you can see this nerve system consists of brain, spinal cord, and the nerve outside of brain and spinal cord. uh, in this it is divided in two major components: central nerve system and peripheral nerve system. In central contains brain and spinal cord, and peripheral nerve system is a complete collection outside of the brain and spinal cord. uh, the main function of this division of nerve system is connected to central nerve system to the rest of the body. In this, peripheral nerve system is divided in two subdivisions: motosensory nerve system and automatic nerve system. In the first one is generally considered to be the under voluntary control of person, that includes nerves that attach to the skeleton muscles. And in the other subdivision, peripheral, it's not generally considered to be under voluntary control. And this system get further divides into other two systems: somatic nerve system and parasympathetic nerve system. In somatic, it's stimulate or speed up function in body, and parasympathetic, it's slow down various function. Now I have made this comparison table of somatic and parasympathetic. In somatic, it involves a fight or a flight response, and in the parasympathetic, it's maintain the homeostasis and also paramits the rest and the digest response. Second point is of it prepare the body for any potential danger. Its main goal in parasympathetic, its main goal is to bring the body at the state of calm. In the somatic, it is shorter neuron pathway. This results in faster response time, and in parasympathetic, it's comparatively longer neuron pathway that results slow response time. In somatic, heartbeat muscles tense up. In parasympathetic, reduce heartbeat muscles relaxation. People delights to let it more light. People contract. In in somatic, saliva secretion is in habit, and in parasympathetic, saliva secretion increases and digestion increases. And the last point which I got comparison is on fight and flight situation, adrenaline is released by adrenal gland from cyclone is converted to glucose, and no such function exit flight or fight situations. Now this is the example of electronic medicines. In this uh, pacemaker, deflation, drugs, releasing pump, hearing aids, and diagnostic equipment are measured, monitored, and recording body functions such as heartbeat and brain waves. The major requirement for this medical device are minimization, reliability, and biocompatibility, and non-toxicity, resistance of sterilization. And the next is neuron root arteries. In this, inflammatory reaction occurs in membranes of joint as autoimmune disease that occur in joint area, and this symphysis of softened and corresponds to a joint surface tissue, preventing that joints from functioning properly. And this next is about a neurotransmitter which stimulate by vagus uh, nerves that produce and act as on a cell, create serotonin, that is secretion of cytonics and inflammatory substance. And next is electrical stimulation of parasympathetic vagus nerve leads to activation of sympathetic, and which produce neurolic to close to prosthetic to cloning. And next is chat plus T cells able to produce the anti-inflammatory, and 7 alpha 7 ACA reduce electric production that results to reduce inflammation in joints. Next is the uh, vagus nerve represent the component of parasympathetic nerve system, which includes a vast array of critical bodily function, that is including control of mood, immune response, digestion and heart rate, and establish of one connection between the brain and gastral tracks the send and information state of inner organ of brain via through afferent fibers. As you can see in this picture also, food 30 minutes daily, and other thing, the part and the function has been described. Now obesity is a you can find obesity in American adults 40%, and high level of comorbid includes like including cancer and cardiovascular disease. And optimal nerve can reduce food intake and weight, and vomiting pathway cause confusion such as eating food. And vagus nerve stimulation include metabolism and food digestion, secretion of insulin, and gastric acid. In bladder dysfunction, uh, is this problem is for urination, and it's confirmed that the bladder was different depending on frequency and afferent nerve stimulation of vagus nerve. This is the peripheral nerve interface technology development trend. In this closed looped and communicate for this closed loop technique, they had development and distribution of selective stimulate, and like nerve and micro nerve electrode, and that measures the signals, and micro neural signal process, and stimulators, wireless communication and charging is there, and sensitivity and simulation. uh, as you can see in this picture also, closed loop control system is there, biosensor unit, peripheral interface is there, and if sensitivity and stimulative efficiency is to improve the signal to noise ratio of neural electrode, that necessary to develop an electrode and impedance of control uh, technology, and necessary to develop technology to improve the system charge injection efficiency. In selective, it is to control malfunction information on selection of target nerve to be stimulated, peripheral and pattern and simulation period are required. Nodes that make the nerve axon diameter is about ranges 0.25 to 25 meter, very small. And yes, next is for neural electrons, is the treatment of range sorry for chronic condition requiring electric recording and simulation of exit of inhibit target. In this simplified schematic of peripheral nerve, in this inferium and first is inferium facial consisting anox and blood vessel, representative placement of regenerative intrafascicular interfascicular and extraneural electron for electric interfacing with PNS, electric omitted from this diagram. Okay, yes, I have completed this second assignment by reviewing and explaining about this paper. Thank you for the day.